What's going on, YouTube community? It's your boy YfgmBlogTv coming straight out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, in this video, I'm just going to talk about an amazing game that happened between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Now, I'm just going to jump pretty much right into the third quarter, because that's when pretty much things got interesting. Because, the first half, the Carolina Panthers just dominating on defense. Cam Newton was looking great. Everything was just going well for the Carolina defense. The New York Giants offense just couldn't get it going. They couldn't do anything. And that pathetic fucking defense was just terrible. Okay? Now, revving up, going into, you might say, the second half, well, into the middle of the third quarter, the New York Giants football team, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's because the Panthers just kind of let their foot off the gas pedal and just was thinking that it was just going to ease on to victory, because that's what it looked like, because the Carolina Panthers defense was totally different towards the end of this game, towards the end of the middle of the third quarter and the end of this game. They allowed touchdown passes. They allowed the New York Giants to come back. They was down 35, I believe, to 7. Okay, when they scored, finally got 14. I'm like, okay, it's still, the Panthers still cool. But then they scored again and again. They outscored them 28-0, I believe, when they ended up tying the game. And I'm like, wow. Like, the Giants did not give up, because at the end of the day, they still fighting for something also, which they still are. But yeah, man, it was just a tale of two different halves. Like, the Giants just amped it up on offense and defense. That defense was getting that Cam Newton pretty much all day, but Cam Newton was standing in there fighting in the pocket and making passes. Now, I'm gonna say this right now. I know a lot of people may not agree with me. I think this game right here just solidified Cam Newton as the MVP. I'm sorry, the way that this guy has improved from last year to now is just crazy. You couldn't tell me losing his best, probably was his best wide receiver, that he was going to be able to come out and perform like he has been performing this season. Yet another great game. Just crazy how he led, especially that last drive, how he led his team down the field to get in that field goal range. Hell of a drive. He was poised. He wasn't shooken, shaking, or nothing. This team just stayed focused, and they got the job done. The kicker kicked the field goal and got the job done. But other than that, it was a crazy game, because at the end of the day, the Carolina Panthers, they slipped up. They got scared for a moment, because they shouldn't allow the New York Giants to come back and tie this game in the first place. That's something that the defense, I'm pretty sure they're going to talk to each other about. Like, we shouldn't let this game slip away. Now, let's talk about something else that went on in this game, which I thought was very interesting, between Josh Norman and Odell Beckham Jr. This was crazy. This was a crazy matchup, for the simple fact that I know it's been some trash talking, before coming to this game, but the way Odell Beckham was acting, it was just out of character of him. He was called for 4 penalties, tied for the most by a wide receiver in the game. Yeah, in the last 15 seasons. 3 of his personal fouls were unnecessary roughness penalties. Only 2 players in the last 15 seasons have been called for 3 unnecessary roughness penalties in a single game. Offensive tackle Donald Penn, 2015, and offensive tackle David Stewart, 2010. He was very emotional in this game. And I think when he dropped that wide open catch that could have ended up in a touchdown, which it would have ended up in a touchdown, I think that threw his psyche off the whole game, because he was doing a lot of dumb shit. Him and Josh Norman was just going at it, and I don't know, man. I think this is one of them games where he's going to look back and be like, damn, I should have kept my composure. I probably could have made more plays, if I would have just kept my composure throughout the game. Now, of course, toward the end of the game, he did make a crucial touchdown catch. He actually made a crucial catch before that, and he made a big touchdown catch. But if you think about what he could have done if he probably would have stayed focused earlier, who knows? But Josh Norman, he pretty much stayed focused. He didn't get too crazy. But for Beckham Jr. to act like this, it was I never saw it before. Now, of course, you want your team to, or it could have been because maybe his team was getting his ass whooped and he was just frustrated. He was frustrated he wasn't getting the ball, and he was frustrated that he just couldn't do nothing. But yeah, great game. The New York Giants, they didn't falter. They They didn't give up. They fought hard, but it was just at the end of the day, Cam Newton made the plays that mattered the most, and the defense made some crucial stops, and that's why the Carolina Panthers are now 14-0. 14-0. Like, if you guys don't believe Cam Newton is the MVP, then I don't know, man. I know Brady's doing a hell of a job. I understand that, but man, the way Cam Newton has been playing, he was 25-45, 340 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interception. His QBR was 86.1. And on top of that, he rushed for 100 yards, 8 carries. Now, I think this game just, like I said, I think it just stamped it and just let it be known that Cam Newton will be the MVP. Whether they lose 2 more games, it don't even matter. Give this man the MVP. And just give him the MVP. But anyway, guys, tell me what you thought about the games. Comment, subscribe, favorite, like, share, check out previous videos. Hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and I'm out. Deuces.